How's it going, Xanalos or Xeneos? Hey, Ewas, just starting. Yeah, I got out here a little later, so we will do a little bit of fishing anyway. Got about an hour of fishing or so. But yeah, we'll be out here for around an hour or so, I think. Oh, that's not the bait caster, but that's that is a spin cast, I guess. Would be what you call it. But I am throwing it out there, or using it to cast bait. So I guess you could call it a bait caster as well. Yep, close face. That's what we are using. How's it going, Adam from the Lou? Hi from Louisiana. Okay, Louisiana, nice. I know you guys got a lot of good fishing down there. We just started, guys, so haven't caught anything yet. But we'll see what we get. Thank you for joining from down there. What are you trying to catch? We're trying to catch catfish. Oh, these ducks just got super close. I think they think I'm gonna be feeding them or something. So the bait of choice is bluegill, but we don't have any bluegill yet, so I'm actually just using shrimp. Yeah, I think these guys really think I'm gonna be feeding them or something. Not feeding you guys. I don't have any food for you. Yeah, throw the duck for bait, yeah. Yes, Darius, that's the dinner for the evening. They got the actual Like the ranger station's like 100 meters from here. I don't think that would go over too well. Guys, I don't got any food. But yeah, so we're fishing for catfish, guys. But we'll see. We'll see if we get any. Ever tried chicken Kool-Aid and garlic powder? I have before, I have. That's a really good bait to use. I just happen to have a bunch of frozen shrimp and also some of those 99-cent hot dogs. I've actually got those to work really well for me as well. And I've also caught like drum and other fish on drum. What else? I've caught carp on them. I mean, those hot dogs work really well, but I have tried that chicken Kool-Aid and garlic powder before. That works pretty well. I would agree with you there. Yeah, that's a good bait to use. My favorite bait though is definitely live bait. I think live bait works. One of the better, one of the better options to be using. So that's what we'll try to catch now is, yeah, hot dogs work really well, I think. I mean, the only, I guess, difficult thing with hot dogs, and maybe the reason why I like also having shrimp, is that hot dogs are a little hard to stay on the hook. So I would get, well, the 99-cent ones work when they're, yeah, I guess I've gotten all of the kinds to work, but I also like the thicker kind, or like if you have any, like the other one I've got to work for me really well, and I would keep it in my car, and just a really quick bait to grab would be like a little piece of Slim Jim. So if you get those little, here you have to freeze them. Okay, I haven't tried that before, but that would make sense. That would definitely work better. If you got like a Slim Jim or any of those type of like ready to go sort of summer sausage jerky type snacks, those work really well for bait, because you've got that thicker, they got those thick casings on there, so they stay on the hook really well. Yeah. Plus, I could just keep a few in my tackle box, and if I was doing some other type of fishing and wanted to, switch to catfishing or whatever, I would have the ability to do so. Or if you just got hungry for them. Using a Slim Jim for bait, sacrilege. Hey, they work. The fish love them too. The fish love them too. But yeah, I would eat them too as well. They're pretty good to eat. But I like those just because they got that casing, super easy to stay on the hook. I've got catfish on McDonald's chicken nuggets. Nice, nice. I've never tried that before, but I imagine that would work. I definitely imagine that would work. Trying to think of other baits that I've used for catfish. I've never used any of those really crazy ones like a salted pork liver. I have not tried the salted pork liver before. I've tried chicken liver. Chicken liver works really well too, I think. But again, just like some of the other baits, it can be hard for liver to stay on the hook as well. Although I usually like using the treble hooks with those. What the fuck? Watch a kid catch 14-inch bass on a gummy worm. Nice, nice. I would love to try gummy worms or something like that for bait, but Haven't tried gummy snacks yet, but that would be cool to catch. Yeah, Chet can sometimes get a little out of hand. It does if you take pantyhose and stuff the liver in there, then tie it to the hook, works great. And if you salt the chicken liver, they stay on better. Okay, I'm gonna have to try that. That is a good tip. That is a good tip. I will definitely be giving that a try. So I just threw that one out there. Maybe for carp, someone asks. Mr. Bass Squatch asks, are you catfishing? Yes, yep, we're catfishing. We're catfishing out here. But yeah, no, I will definitely have to give that a shot sometime. Are you fishing the bottom or the top? I'm fishing on the bottom. Yeah, generally speaking, I fish the bottom for catfish. I guess I've heard of it. You know, some people fishing. But hello, Bang Septo. Good to see you. Good to see you. Umair Shaw says, Anthony, don't ignore me. I don't know who Anthony is. Okay. Carolina Rig says, Adam. How's it going? Good to see you. Good to see you, Bang Septo. I'm talking to you, bud. Okay, I'm not Anthony, but okay. I'm really confused, Umair Shah. Looks like a beautiful place to fish. It is. It is. It is a very nice place to fish, William. What setup are you using? So I am using a bottom, just like a little bullet sinker. I mean, not using a ton of weight because there is no real current in here. So I just got a little bit of weight on the line, like a little bullet sinker that you would use for bass fishing, with a little bit of leader line, and then a size number 2/0 circle hook. Hey, Rat Outdoors, I did find your channel. I did find your channel, Rat Outdoors. I was thinking it was Rat Outdoors. It's Raff Outdoors. So that was what I was confused at. But then once I found that, I was able to find your channel. T-Dino Kid, yes, I do remember you. I do remember you. So yeah, I was looking under the wrong thing originally. But yeah, no, I have been looking at I did take a look at your channel. How's it going, Pickles? How's it going? Catfishing at the pond? Yes, yep, we're catfishing at the pond here tonight, guys. Catfishing at the pond. I love catching suckerfish or any other fish without teeth. Yes. I mean, I like fishing for toothy fish as well. We don't have a ton of toothy fish here. Just, I mean, in this area, just gar. But there's none of those here in the pond. Raff Outdoors says, how are you doing? Doing good, doing good. Just started fishing. Haven't caught anything yet, but we'll see, guys. Sheep's Head says Adam. Yeah, we don't really have sheep's head here. We got drum, which are kind of similar, but I don't know if those have teeth or not. I guess they do. Really little ones. I've eaten drum before. It's really good. We're just, okay, it looks like human teeth. Yeah, no, I haven't. I know what those are. Those like the saltwater sheep's head. Yeah, I've seen those. We don't have any around here. Of course, you're down in Louisiana, so you guys got a lot, you know, you get to fish the saltwater as well. Pike and walleye have decent teeth. Yes, yes, they do. They definitely do. But I think the only toothy fish around here are going to be the gar, which I caught one of those just, what, like 2 nights ago, I think I caught a gar. So, that was out at the creek. It's better to use fish with no teeth when... I don't know what you're talking about. How's it going, E-Wallace? How's it going, Pickles? We got all the regulars on here tonight. Toothy fish can taste good too. Yep, yeah, they do. Especially walleye. I like walleye. Thumbs up from Canada, says Mike Clark. Thank you for watching from Canada, Mike. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. We are down here in St. Louis, Missouri. Well, a suburb of St. Louis technically, but all right, guys, I just threw out a little line for bluegill, so we'll see if we can at least catch one of those guys. Raph Outdoors says, I'm at 22 of my 50 for doing lives. Nice, 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 nice. Yeah, once you get there, I mean, so definitely once you get the, I think as soon as you can get to 50, man, and you can start doing live streams, I think live streams are kind of the way to grow as a channel. I know I grew my channel a ton from live streaming. And I just got into live streaming, like I said, less than a year ago. I started off just doing shorts. That's kind of what I was doing. Pickle says, headed out early tomorrow morning. Tomorrow somewhere, no clue where yet to fish. Nice, nice. Yeah, I love going on those sort of adventures where you're just heading out to find a new spot to go fishing. That's cool, that's cool. Ontario here. Nice, nice. Thank you, Mike, for watching from Ontario. I appreciate it. Yeah, EWAS is up in that they got really good fishing up there in Washington. He was giving me all kinds of tips and tricks on salmon fishing. Plus, he knows what he's talking about there. That's why I got a bunch of short videos, says Mike Clark. Nice, nice. Yeah, I like doing shorts. The shorts are fun. I'll check out your channel too, Mike Clark. Do you do a lot of fishing stuff? Almost caught us a blue giggy. Catch another blue giggy. Oh, guys, we're getting a bite, guys. Fish on, guys, fish on. Fish on, guys, fish on. Fish on, guys, fish on. Fish on. There we go, guys, there we go. That's not terrible, that's not terrible. That's one of these stalkers that they put in there. So they stock this place up with channel catfish. So there we go, guys. We got ourselves one. We got ourselves one. This guy would be perfect for eating. I am actually going to go ahead and let him go, though. He's not hooked bad, so I'm going to go ahead and let him go. He'll survive. We'll give somebody else a chance to go ahead and catch him. So I'm going to go ahead and, since he got that perfect circle hook, like right in the mouth there, I will, yeah, not skunked today, guys, not skunked today. I could feel him like lightly hitting that bait there, kind of lightly hitting that bait, and then he ran with it, and I knew, like, oh, we got him. So, but yeah, I'll let him go because I don't feel like cooking him up tonight, and yeah. We'll catch them again. We'll catch them again, I'm sure. So, but these guys do taste, I gotta say, like, these guys taste great. They're some of the best tasting catfish because they are like farm raised, you know, not wild or whatever. So yeah, I think he'll be fine. So there he goes. There he goes. Nice little 1 pound cat on the hot dog and shrimp, guys. On the hot dog and shrimp. So looks like that bait is working for us. Looks like that is working for us. Always have let the first fish go. Nice, yeah. Yeah, I was like, you know what, if I'm not gonna eat them tonight and I don't feel like cooking them up tonight, then I'm just gonna let them go. But yeah, these guys, I was gonna say, they have like a urban fishing program here in this city, and so they will stock this pond with catfish. And so that's one of the stalkers that they just put in here. I usually keep them if they swallow the hook, because then they're gonna die and I'm not gonna like throw them back and waste them. But I gotta say, like, they taste the best catfish, I think. They don't have like a really gamey flavor. Sometimes you get a catfish out of the creek or the river or something, it can sometimes be not necessarily the best, you know. Other times are great, but these guys are like farm raised, so they taste really good. They don't have the off flavor to them. But yeah, they stock this with trout in the winter time, and they do catfish in the summer. So we're gonna toss this on out. Let's see if we can catch us a blue giggy. You can bleed them out quick, soak them in milk, or buttermilk takes away the muddy flavor. Okay, nice. Nice, I'll have to give that a shot sometimes. Cannot imagine not fishing for trout year round. That would bother me. Yeah, you're up there blessed with all of the good trout streams up there in Washington. Which there are a few trout streams around here, and actually I went to one supposed trout stream, must have been like 2 weekends ago, I think. And but anyways, I went there and I was fishing it, and all I was catching were bluegill. They said that there was a big flood that had come through, and for whatever reason, I guess all the mud or silt, whatever, in the river killed all the trout, and so there were just bluegill and like a couple of little smallmouth in there. And 250 year-round lakes west of the Cascades. Wow, nice. Okay. Yeah. But it's not like, I mean, we got like 5 trout streams, I think, in this state, which it doesn't compare at all to those western places like Washington. Which I haven't been fishing in Washington before, but I just know it's from what you were telling me, it's got a lot, you know, it's got all the salmon and trout, all those kind of western fish that you can go fishing for out there. We'll see if we can catch us a blue giggy. Nothing there. Got that here in Ontario, says Mike Clark. Hey, Banksepto. Mike Clark said, yeah, got that here in Ontario. Pickle says you can catch anything whenever out there in Colorado. Some areas in the mountains, I think, where it's more limited. Nice, nice. Bass not so much due to short warm weather seasons, but not bad. Yeah, that's awesome. You guys got really good trout. See, trout are like really, everybody in the Midwest gets super excited about trout because we don't have a lot of places to go except when they stock like the urban places in the winter time. So like everybody gets super excited about trout fishing. But I know out there in like Colorado and Washington, where Pickles and Ewas are, not as big of a deal maybe. Steelhead, nice, yeah. Yeah, I've caught a steelhead, well, a fake steelhead, before. It was like a 25-pounder. That was on a charter trip. I call them a fake steelhead because I think technically steelhead are supposed to like go out to the ocean, and this was in just the Lake Michigan. But oh, that was good tasting too. Smoked steelhead. That's like some of the best tasting fish I've ever had, I think. Vice versa on the Front Range, trout are stocked in the cold months. They get caught up and die in the summer. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they die in the summer here too, so they stock the trout here in the winter, or I guess fall winter time frame. But yeah, then they die out, or people catch them out, and yeah. You know, I'm gonna throw a little, speaking of trout lures, I'm gonna throw like a little rooster tail in here and see if anything hits it. I don't know, we might catch like a little bluegill or something on it, but I got this, you know, light rod here, and I'm kind of curious to see if we can catch something on it. Plus cold water makes for better fish meat. Yeah, that it does, All right, we're gonna throw this for a bit, see if we catch any like bluegill, maybe a little bass or something. Let's see. Because I'm seeing a lot of fish swimming in. I'm seeing a lot of fish like swimming in and jumping, like little fish. So I'm thinking that something's coming in. Something's hunting them. Something hit it. If you're interested, just some of these blue giggies are a little on the smaller side. Walleye, pike, and pickerel lure for my upstate folks. Nice. Trout aren't what most fishermen consider true fishermen. Fish stock treatment. I don't know what. Fish get stocked up pretty much everywhere. Pretty sure a lot of fish get stocked, not just trout. But I like fishing for stocked trout, stocked fish. It's about the only way there'd be fish in these little like ponds and stuff that people really hit. Unless you're fishing way out in the country where there's not as much fishing pressure, But anywhere close to a bigger city, you're gonna kind of need that stocking. Switch it up again, guys. Switch it up. Here the bluegill, yellow perch are just waste of time and are usually turned into eagle food. Nice, nice. Yeah, I mean, there's some bigger, I guess there's some bigger, I guess there's a couple bigger bluegill in here. So that's what I'm trying to catch, but I'm trying to think of, there's definitely plenty of bald eagles in here or around the area as well. I'm gonna toss a Ned rig, see if I can get a Ned rig to work. It might be too weedy, but we'll give it a shot. Let's see, guys. See if any largemouth are interested. Too many weeds here for this. I'm seeing so many fish jump, guys. Hey Jay Fishing, hey Jay Fishing, good to see you. Good to see you on here. Hey, how's it going, Bass King? Thanks for joining. Thanks for watching. Yeah, we're doing good. Jay Fishing, we caught one so far, one catfish so far. So it's been okay. It's been okay, yeah. Sunday says just sub. Thank you, Sunday. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and throw a little twisty tail, like little grub, one of these white grubs with twisty tail. I'm gonna throw this and see if we can get anything interested. I've had this work on largemouth bass quite a bit actually. So I've had them smash this before. These little, it's like a 3-inch grub or so. And it'll sometimes work, you know. I usually like to keep it like a swim bait, sort of weightless or with a tiny bit of weight. I'm fishing it weightless right now. We'll see if it works. so I'll try kind of flipping it a little bit. Oh, is that bite? I started my own fishing channel. Was it hard for you to start? Not really, but I had been at it. So basically, I would say once you get enough followers to do live streams, start doing just like live stream fishing, because I think that's the fastest way to grow your channel, Adam. Between that and shorts, I started doing shorts a couple, maybe like 2 or 3 years ago was when I first started this channel, and I was just doing shorts. But yeah, the live streams definitely really helped out a lot, I think. But it does, you know, it is a bit of a pain to try to set up your camera and everything. I mean, it can be a pain to try to set up the camera and you know, find a good spot to go fishing and all that. I mostly just use my phone as the camera. Ewa says, I almost forgot it's a pink salmon year. These salmon only come in the rivers every good number of odd years. You can catch up to 100 fish in a few hours. Very aggressive fish, not big, 5 to 7 pounds, fight great. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Man, I'm jealous of your, you got some great salmon fishing opportunities out there. So that is awesome that you get to do all of that out in Washington. Make us landlocked folks all jealous of your sea access. Or I guess in that case, the fish's sea access. I'll just fish in my backyard, says Adam. Nice, nice, that's awesome. You have a backyard that lets you go fishing. I would love to someday have a piece of property with, you know, water right behind it. You see those folks doing YouTube, like fishing in Florida, where they like back up to a canal or something and they get like peacock bass and stuff. So that's always cool to watch. I wouldn't mind having a pond or something. All right, this isn't working, guys. So we'll switch it up, something else. Need a lake in the backyard, that would be awesome. Yeah, I definitely agree. That would be great. Love peacock bass. Nice, nice. Yeah, I've never I've never been able to, haven't fished for them yet. So I've only been to Florida like once or something. So yeah, I need to get down there sometime. But yeah, I definitely agree. Having a lake in the backyard would be pretty nice, I think. I like watching, there's a couple of channels that show like making ponds and stuff. I think it's like Bama Bass or something. And he's got like a pond, and then there's also like Kendall Gray, I know, had a series where he was putting a pond on his, and yeah, there's a bunch of like making a pond and then stocking it up with fish and everything. Looks very interesting. I would love to eventually have some property that I could put a lake or a pond, something on it. Like the place I'm fishing now, I come out here quite a bit, and it's only 2 acres, but it's got a lot of fish in it. Yeah, no doubt those ponds have got to be insanely expensive to create. Yeah, I imagine they are. I imagine they are. Especially if you don't have the equipment or whatever, which I don't. I would need that as well. Watch Ernie the Hog Snatcher. Okay, nice. I will look him up. I will look him up. But yeah, I'm gonna start getting into more bass fishing, I think. Right now, like, that's not my primary, I guess, target species usually, but I do want to start getting into it a little more. I was fishing right over there, guys. There's a, like, you'll see that. See all that? I was throwing, that's what I was throwing my, the swim bait and those couple of swim baits into there, as well as that Ned rig, because I'm pretty sure there's bass chasing like minnows and stuff all up into this little shallow area, but they weren't interested in what I had to throw, so gave it a shot though. With all that being said, guys, I do actually got to get out of here because they are going to be closing down. They're going to be closing down the park here pretty soon, so they kick everybody out right at half hour after sunset, which I guess it is a couple minutes still left, but I see their game warden's going to come by pretty soon and lock up. So with that, everybody, I want to say thank you for joining me today. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Really appreciate the support everybody has shown the channel. It's a lot of fun fishing with you guys. Thank you, Ewas. Thank you, Pickles. Thank you, all the regulars. I will see you all. Thank you, Adam. Thank you, everybody. Really appreciated it. And I will go ahead and see y'all again on another live stream. I don't think I'll be going live tomorrow, but probably go again on Friday, and definitely on the weekend. So until next time, see ya, and thank you for watching. Have a good one. I'm glad we didn't get skunked tonight.